Everybody, I'm trying to see how to do everything. She used to doing everything. I ain't trying to do all this. So as everybody come in, I know some people are trying to figure like what's going on here. What's going on, people? What's going on? Hey, Zelma. All right, so now that everybody's here, let me give y'all a quick update. Bree's doing okay. So she came out of surgery. She's gonna be in there for maybe a couple more days. She may be back Monday. If not, I'm gonna keep you all updated and let you know what's going on. What's up, Novella? How you doing today? So, as for right now, yes, I will probably be taking over the show. So it's gonna be kind of rough. You just gotta bear with me. I ain't used to doing this on my own, but hey, I'm gonna do what it do. So, without further ado, we gonna keep it going, and I'm gonna start with what she would normally do. And I know she wanted to do the mental health check-in. So let me know what's going on with your mental health, like what's going on, like how y'all feeling. It's time, especially around this time. A lot of us have lost people to pandemics, and it's about this time that we need to check on each other. If you don't check on each other, check on yourself. You know what I'm saying? Thanks, Novella. Because yeah, I ain't used to this. I'm used to her being right here and making fun of her, but now she get to make fun of me when she see this. So whatever. I get her later. But yeah, check on yourself because that's what you need to do. We don't do that often. What's up, Sam? How you and Bobby doing? I hate that Bobby. Yeah, she's doing okay, Bobby. I just gave an update. She came out of surgery. She's doing well. It's just something's going on where they want to keep more observation on her, and she may be back Monday. If not, I'll let you guys know what's going on. So yeah, I know, Zelma. Yeah, it is draining because I know what you're going through right now because I just went through that too, and it's like, man, holidays around this time when you lose somebody, man, it makes you miss them more. It makes us like, man, I never realized how much I missed them until they were actually gone. But it's draining. That's what we all got people for. So just get through with each other. That's all. But now that we got you all here, I got 5 people online. I'm gonna come up with some topics and everything, just to keep the show going. So I'm gonna start with. I know she said something about Nick Cannon. She wanted to talk about that. So Nick Cannon was recently in the news trending. I know whoever got Twitter or got adult Twitters, it wasn't for that reason. It was for because his son Zen passed because he had a brain tumor. So she wanted to talk about that. I mean, it ain't really much to talk about because he did it all on his show. To have a man break down on live national TV, that's strong. He's going through a lot. I didn't know the man had 7 kids. 7 kids, that's a lot. So I'm just want to know, like, what are you all feeling about, that and everything? How did you guys feel when you heard about, if you even heard about that? If you didn't hear about it, it's like, she got a lot of stuff in here. This is one busy woman. I'm gonna have to talk to her about all this. Yeah, it was sad, Novella. Actually, when I saw the whole thing, I was like, okay. He came on with the show, and it was like there was nothing really wrong. Then he started talking, and I was like, okay, where he's going with this? Then when he just started breaking down, it was like, as a father, man, I feel you. It's nothing like being the last person to hold your child, and then they'll leave this earth. So, man, yeah, he does. I didn't know 7 kids. Like, really? Yeah, Novella, you do. It makes you really want to just like come here because I know they're gonna be like, you irritating, get away from me, like gone, you being Aggie right now. No, you just don't understand. Like the world we live in today, you have to hug them because you never know when this gonna be the last time that you see them. And it's man, it's crazy. This world is just crazy. And man, I know Sam, yeah. Prayers do go out to Nick. So it's like, man, I know he's moving on with this, and then with the holidays coming up, so I know he's gonna be around Golden, Rock and Rose, and I don't even know what the other kid's name is, but hey, big ups to him. 10, woo, Ooh, that's a lot. That's a village. I mean, hey, man want 10 kids. I, he's a busy man. He got Wild and Out back. He got his show. I seriously believe that he may be Wendy Williams' replacement because he's at that time slot after her. But it's like with her, yeah, and speaking on that, Wendy is going to be out for the remaining of her season. She hasn't been renewed yet, but she may not even come back because with her health going on right now, she's not even scheduled to come back. So they have announced that they will have guest hosts for the remaining of her season. And it may be the end of her show since Fox has not renewed her yet. So yeah, he may be her replacement that I think that they're actually looking for. And I also want to talk about one that's actually dear to me. Deion Sanders is the coach of Jackson State University football team. This is his second year, and he has taken them to the championship. They haven't been to the championship, I want to say 2007. I'm not sure. But this man has just signed the #1 draft in college football. That has to be something to take the #1 top draft pick. And he's not even, I don't think he's a historically, wait a minute. They said something about he got the #1 draft. But anyway, moving on, Jackson State and Tennessee State, they got Eddie George over there. Eddie George, he's another former football player, but he's married to Taj from SWV and all that. So I guess college football is like the newest thing going out, but most of you women won't understand that because you don't pay attention to sports. This is why when most of you guys are having conversations with us and we are focused in the game and you like, why are you always in the game? Because we are focused, we are driven. When a commercial comes on, then you can ask us questions, ask us anything you want, and we'll do anything you need. The NFL, I mean, it's just too many because like even in the NBA right now, it's a lot of people out. Like the Bulls, they got some play. I think half the team is out because of COVID. It's like, I don't know, maybe people not really paying attention to what they're doing right now because this COVID is getting stronger like it originally started out. Like too many people are out and it's just people are not taking it serious like they used to. I think most of them feel as though I got the shot, I can just move on. Ain't nothing gonna happen to me. They never said that if you get the shot or whatever, you're not gonna catch it. Yes, you're gonna catch it, but it may save your life a little bit more. The thing is, we have to be mindful that at the same time, just because you took the shot doesn't mean you have to still be nasty and doing the whole things that you're not supposed to be doing. Like, if you're gonna be out in public, wear your mask. If you're gonna be by yourself, you don't have to wear your mask. Like, I'm in my office right now, no mask. But once I go outside around these kids, trust and believe, I got this mask on. I'm got some headphones on because I really don't want to be hearing what most of these kids be talking about because man, they are. I have never understood what happened to this generation. Now, it's funny because when I was at their age, it was kind of like how my grandmother's generation was kind of saying the same thing, but I don't think we was anything the way these kids are. These kids have zero respect for any adult. Period. I don't know what's going on. It's just they say things. They think we're supposed to be their little friends, but we're not your little friends. That's one thing we are not. So it's just I've never seen a generation that has a time where they feel we owe them respect, we owe them everything, and they don't owe us anything. That's a little bit backwards. They got everything kind of a little twisted. So it's like, yeah, I ain't feeling these kids right now. And that's why we all have this motto as adults, fuck them damn kids. I don't care. I'm going to take care of me. So, also, yeah, if you have kids, yes, Bobby, they are very disrespectful. But yeah, in the news, CPS have given out self-COVID tests. It's mainly because precaution over the holidays, and they're going to be gone for, I would say, mainly 2 weeks tops. But some kids have been out mainly before that because of COVID, because a lot of people are sending their kids to school just to get them out the house. They don't care if they got COVID or not. So they're sending them out, go to school. I'm tired of looking at you. Go look at them. So they sent the COVID test out home so these kids can be, precautious, everything. Make sure that they don't come back with it. But if you really ask me, it's looking more like how when we first started with this, it may be getting worse because I don't see it. I don't see anything changing. It's pretty much everything is keeping under the table because they don't want to shut it down because of what's really going on out here. Like when this pandemic really came out, we were all oblivious to like, okay, so we got another swine flu, pig flu, okay, whatever. And then when it actually hit that it's an actual pandemic, we all freaked out. Everybody went to Walmart. You was going buying up toilet paper. Here's the whole thing. What is toilet paper going to do with a virus? I didn't understand that logic. So I'm glad I wasn't the one rushing to Walmart and all these other big stores buying toilet. What you buying all the toilet paper for? That's not gonna do anything. Like really, man, Novella, punching them in the chest ain't gonna. Mm-mm. I really don't know at this point because it's like they make you really want to chastise them like they some niggas on the street. And I hate to say niggas on the street because they're not niggas on the street and we are not niggas. But it's just, yeah, runny nose, snotty nose, fevers. Yep, they not. They're not. Especially these little kids because so many of these people, I'm not going to even say people. Majority of these parents are still kids themselves. So they feel as though since they had the kids when they were kids, they want to get to their adult stage and say, I didn't enjoy my childhood, so go do this, go do that. Go loan somebody watching. I don't care. Just get out my face. And it's a shame that we have, yeah, them Nick can't afford it, but still 10 kids, that's a lot. I mean, even Jay-Z and Beyonce stopped at 4. Like, come on now, they got 3. They got Blue, they got Siri, Sir. Yeah, they got 3. But Kim Kardashian is a different story. I'm not going to even go there with that. Mm-mm. Yeah, we don't even go there with that because that's not even. That whole family is a curse. Every man that has actually touched any one of them Kardashians, whether it's a Kardashian or Jenner, is a curse. Look at Travis Scott. Travis Scott is going through the worst time of his life right now. And it's like no matter what he's doing, everybody's blaming him for it. And at the same time, I want to say it's his fault and it's not his fault, mainly because one, he doesn't own the venue. The people who owns that venue could have easily stopped those cameras, could have stopped the cameraman, could have called security. Hey, shut the show down. I have ambulance outside. I have people dying. This man can wait. You can't blame Travis Scott because his name is on the marquee that all them people died because of him. Yeah, you can't blame that all on Travis Scott. Somebody else has to take the blame on that. But, he does have a responsibility in it. And he's trying his best to make amends with that. But it's like, no matter what he does, it's just not working out for him. And it's not looking good. So, I mean, I want to say, like, really, Travis, just stay backstage, stay behind the scenes, do what you can. It's good that you want to take care of the families and all that. Do that. Stay away from the cameras until this situation dies down, bro. Ain't nothing you can really do but just be you, stay out the scene, and let this die down. Because as long as you trying to get out there, man, they're not gonna let you live this down. No matter what you do, they're not gonna let you live this down. So, moving on to other stuff like that, I also said, yes, there is a platinum letter coming. Man, I don't know where she be finding these letters. These some crazy people writing into this show. And it's when I tell you what's going on, y'all gonna be shocked yourselves. But before that, I also want to say there was something posted today online about Nene Leakes. So Nene Leakes had a birthday party that was thrown by her son, Brent, and everybody was on her trying to figure out like who's this guy that she's standing next to. So apparently she's dating another guy. Now, we all know Greg passed. And if you ever watched the show, Greg has mentioned to her that, if there was anything that happened to her, that he would want Nene to be happy. And she, of course, she said, she won't be happy with anybody but Greg. But, it's hard trying to stay in the house all day and you're surrounded by memories of a person that you just lost. And you need some way to get back to you to move on with your life because you can't sit around all day moping for years that this person is gone. And Greg told her, like, no matter what, just go find somebody. So she hasn't confirmed if she's actually dating this guy, but apparently it's a Nigerian. And, if she's happy, I'm happy. I can't say it's too fast. Greg died in September. So it's best that if she wants to take things slow with this guy, let her take things slow. She knows what she's doing. She's a grown ass woman. He's a grown ass man. You can't expect somebody to be like you and stay around. I mean, it's been since September. Let the girl move on. If she want to enjoy something, let her do it. You know what I'm saying? Like exactly, Zelma, exactly. Novelli, you are crazy. You can't stand the Kardashians. Okay, but yeah, I mean, I didn't feel no type of way that she's dating again. It's none of my business at the end of the day. So I can care less who she's dating. If she don't want to date nobody, if she want to date 10 people, that's her business. That's her prerogative. I ain't got nothing to do with it. I'm staying out of it. That's what we all need to do. Stay out of people's business. It's like it's none of your concern. Unless you paying her bills and doing everything else, stay out of it. Let it go. So yeah. So just moving on. So now it's time to move into this platinum letter. This is crazy. Now, when I read this, I wanted to choke this person. And if you are watching this, yeah, you need. So the letter starts. I may have been secretly sleeping with my mother's ex-boyfriend. It's been over 5 years since they've been together, and somehow we have crossed paths. He helps me with everything and only asks for me to keep it between us. The sex is so good, I don't know how my mother survived this fine-ass man. He sometimes come over on his lunch break and eat me and go right back to work. My mother has no idea that the man she was deeply in love with is deeply in love with my body. My mother is happily married and living her best life, but most of the time, I feel so guilty letting this man get close to me, knowing he had my mom too. Okay, I'm going to start by saying this. How old is this child? Because, granted, as an adult, as a parent, even if you do marry somebody and move on, there's going to always be a thought in the back of your head. How long you been looking at my child? The fact that you have been secretly sleeping with your mother's ex-boyfriend for the past 5 years. I don't know what to say about that. Like, from a man's point of view, we ain't gonna talk about it because hey, it's a man thing. But from a woman, y'all got so many rules. Y'all like to say the men are dogs. No, I mean some of them. I can't say because some of my brothers, the things they do, I pray for y'all queens. Like, yeah. But at the same time, some of y'all allow them to be like that. When you allow a man to walk all over you, he's going to do it. Period. I don't care what you do. If you allow that man to walk all over you, he's going to do it. The first sign he's going to know that he can do that is when in the first time that he's meeting you. When he's meeting you, and if he feels that he can get to you and get to you on that first night, you better believe that he's going to try more. He's going to do a lot. Like, this child says she slept with her mother's boyfriend. He comes over on his lunch break just to eat her. And in her same breath, she says, he is deeply in love with her body. When I say walk all over you, the fact that you parted your lips to say he is in love with my body and not you shows that you have a problem, and you may be young to understand that that is not the man for you. I'm yeah, that was all the way foul, like all the way. You know you're. I mean, yeah, Zelma, that's true. That's true. That's true. Yeah, yeah. I mean, y'all speaking facts. That's true. But like I said, coming from a man, we don't know how old this man is. We don't know how old this child is, but we know she is a child and that she's been sleeping with her mother, ex-boyfriend, and is like, I, I, I don't even know what to say about that. So it's like, man, like, do you realize what you just put out in the universe? Like, you just slept with your mom's ex-boyfriend. Like, no matter what you say or do, even if you go and tell your mama, if your mama finds out, man, a mess ain't even the word. I'm just saying it's gonna be to a point where it's like it's gonna be a fight. Like, one, yeah, mom may go after the boyfriend because, like I said, any parent, when you feel or hear that the person that you have been romantically involved with is sleeping with your child, how long have you been with my child? That's going to always be in the back of your head. It's going to always be exactly, Zelma. It's like way too many of us out here. Like, hello, like you really like, man. As a father, man, I ain't got no words. I'm just gonna straight like when I find out that my daughter is sleeping with my the mother of my child's ex-boyfriend. There are no words to say. The only thing I can say is, can you duck or run? Because I got some bullets following you. I know I ain't supposed to say that online, but uh, yeah. Mm-mm. I mean, yeah. So good luck on whatever you plan on doing, because clearly you finna continue sleeping with this man. Clearly, you don't care that this man is in love with your body and not you. Clearly, it's like you have not been taught any type of morals, because clearly that's just nasty, bro. Like I don't get it. Like you clearly cool with sleeping with a dude who slept with your mama. Like, I mean, in the back of every man's head, it's that fantasy. But when you sometimes see some of these people, mamas, is like, fantasy gone. Like, I can't do it. Mm-mm. But when you got somebody like Miss Trinidad from Martin, yeah, then that's a fantasy. Like, no matter what you women say, I mean, I can't even say that. I do apologize for starting it like that. No matter how you feel, there's nothing you can change about how most of us men operate. So I want to take this time for most of the women watching today to basically, it's a whole thing that you guys will never understand. Like, I can put it this way. Women are from Earth and men are from, what you say? Like, basically, that's how we are. Like, you really have to be specific in what you tell us, what you ask us, and everything. If you say, I'm hungry, can you bring me a sandwich? You need to say what type of sandwich you want, what type of drink you want. Because if you say, bring me a sandwich, I can bring you a peanut butter and jelly. You may get mad, but you said a sandwich. A sandwich is a sandwich. If you wanted a turkey sandwich, you need to say, I want a turkey sandwich. Can you make me a turkey sandwich? You need to be specific in saying, hey, I want pickles on it. I want no mayo on it. Like, you have to make sure that you have my full attention. If you got my full attention, because if you talking to me and I'm like this, okay, what else you want on it? Come on, man, that was a bad touchdown. Okay, you want a turkey sandwich? You want mayo on it? You want pickles on it? Okay. All right, when the commercial come on, I go get it. That's how we are. I mean, Sam. I mean, it may be different with you and Bobby Sam, but I'm just saying, like, if you don't get our full attention, you can't be mad if we come back and that turkey sandwich got mayo on it. That turkey sandwich got everything that you told us not to do it. Because in our head, we heard what was supposed to be on that sandwich. We didn't hear exactly what was supposed to be off the sandwich because focus went there. So you just gotta learn how to, when you pick the man that you want to be your husband, like Sam and Bobby, you have to make sure that you both are on the same page. If you both are not on the same page, there's going to be problems. The thing is, both of you have to be willing to work it out. If you're willing to work it out, it can work. I'm not saying you need to change him, you need to train him, because at the end of the day, you cannot train and change a man. A man is going to be a man no matter what, no matter what. I mean, I heard this song, I think Mary J. Blige and Beyonce did a song. It's How to Love a Woman. In that song, I believe one of the words was, you have to lose your pride, swallow your pride. When a man swallows his pride, that's it. He's gone. He is no longer a man. When a man swallows his pride and bows down to that woman has full control over that man, and that man has no control over what he's doing. Everything he's doing is because what that woman is telling him to do. So he is no longer, I mean, I understand the song and it says you have to sympathize. A lot of us don't understand what that means when it says sympathize. So when you are crying, we can't say, I'm sorry, babe. I'm sorry, babe. We don't know what's really going on. But we can say, I sympathize with you. That means a lot more than, I'm sorry, babe. What you want me to do? And then get upset because you not saying anything. But by saying, I sympathize with you, that means a lot. So you have to be willing to work with the man. Now, I know some of you feel as though, why am I always picking the wrong man? Well, I posted something in the group. If you follow the after party group, I posted something in there of why you picking the wrong man. So if you're single and you're dating somebody who's ugly, you're dating somebody who's married or taken, or you're just dating somebody who has no filter. They have no boundaries. They have nothing. They have nothing to lose, mainly because when you pick a married man, you can kick him out. But guess where he's going? He's going back home to his wife. You're going to always be number two until a man decides that he wants to marry you. You're always going to be number two. And at the end of the day, honestly speaking, why would you want to be with the man who's married already? Like, I'm just saying, like, as a bro, like, I said bros, but it's like, why would you want to be with somebody who was married and still continues to see his wife, and you think things gonna change because he's marrying you? No, you just gonna fall into the same pattern, because at the end of the day, what you see, what she went through, guess what? You gonna end up going through that. But who's to blame for that? You can't blame him. You gotta blame yourself. You gotta own responsibility in what you're doing, because the fact that you known that he was married, that should have been sign enough to say, let me back off. Now, I understand there are some things that you can just be like, okay, they're not happy in their marriage. How do you know they're not happy in their marriage? Because he told you? Because you've seen it for yourself? I mean, you need to know for yourself before you get involved with this man, that is this somebody I need to worry about? Because at the end of the day, what he doing to her, that can end up me. And if you don't want to be in that position, the best thing to do is back off until that divorce is final, or until you know for sure that wifey is out the picture and they going through the divorce process. It's best to just back off. If he really wants you, if he really cherishes you as his queen, he's gonna be there for you. He's gonna come back for you, and then y'all can start off new and move on. But until then, it's best to just back off. So it's a lot of work. I know most of you women are like, why is it that we are so hard? We are not hard-headed. The thing is, you have to understand, a man has a thing of, he knows who he wants to marry. And it's all within the time that he's spending with you. Now, the thing is, when we see you, we're looking at your actions, how you dress, how you talk, how you respond to things, how you acting in the streets, how you doing everything, how you approaching the bar, how you approaching the waiter, how you, it's just everything about you we are watching. So when you see a man just watching, yes, he is watching you. He's watching everything you do. And if you're doing everything classy, he's gonna approach you. Now, if you start talking and then everything is, oh my God, how you doing? You gonna buy me a drink? He finna turn right back around. Or if he stay there, trust and believe that ain't wifey. I'm just letting you know right up front. That ain't wife. So, everybody's having a good day. The holidays are coming up. I wasn't gonna be here long. Just want to let you know, like, what's going on with Bree and everything. I thank y'all for letting me take over the time. So I know she says she wants you to be mindful, be careful. You know the script. Just take care of yourself, be you, and just as the holidays approach more, Christmas coming up, New Year's coming up, take more time for yourself and just check on your mental health and respect it. I never thought that we need to check in with other people, letting you know how you're doing. Yeah, just do that. Just say somebody, hey, I'm okay. I'm good. And if you're not good, just say that. I'm not good, but I'll be okay. Things like that will help us move throughout the day. Because I'm going to say this. Even Jesus had a Judas. So don't feel as though you can't have one either. So with all that being said, you all have a beautiful holiday. And, we'll talk with you guys later. And if she's not here, I'll see y'all Monday. Holla.